session we have been discussed about what exactly is a data warehouse, what are all different BI tools and reporting tools. Okay, so detailedly we have been discussed, and how Tableau was quite different with other reporting tools we have been discussing. I'll just wrap up in 5 minutes, and today let us start up a technical session. So coming to the Tableau, how it is different means it is an in-memory tool. Performance wise it is faster. Performance is good, and it is completely user driven. And cost effective. Okay, so this is how Tableau is quite different with other business intelligence tools. In the previous class, we have detailedly discussed about all these points, and we also have Tableau component. Tableau components. So Tableau desktop and Tableau server. Tableau desktop and Tableau server. Desktop is mainly used for modeling and reporting purpose. Okay, Tableau server is mainly used to share the reports, and I have already shown you the Gartner review where Tableau was really standing. Okay, Tableau was always in the top position, the Gartner review. I'll just show you the Gartner review. You can see here, as of February 2015, okay, Tableau was really standing in the top position. So you can see ClickView, Microsoft, Oracle is OBE, IBM is Cognos, SAP, SAS, different components you can see it here. Different tools. So this is our last, not only in February 2015, prior reviews also you can see Tableau was really standing in the top position. So this is something about Gartner review. Today let us start working with a technical topic. Let us start with a technical topic. As I said, Tableau desktop is a window-based tool, right, which is available in the window. So let us start working with a topic called connections. Before that, let us discuss Tableau desktop naming conventions. Okay. Okay, so let me just show you. So as Tableau desktop is a window-based tool, right? Just go to the start button and click on Tableau 8.3. Okay, so if you click on Tableau 8.3, so it will be opening, and Tableau is a business intelligence tool. Now let us just use a sample superstore English extract as the data source. Just click on the sample superstore English extract. So now, so this is what Tableau desktop window. So here it has been segregated into, Tableau desktop window is segregated into two windows. One is data window, the other one is work area. Data window and work area. So Tableau desktop window is again segregated into data window and work area. So what is this data window? This complete particular part is a data window. Let me just take a print screen. So here this particular part is called as data window. So here up to here it is data window, and now from here it is work area. So this part is called as data window. Okay, this is called as data window, and this is called as work area. Data window and work area. So here that is what data window. Here you can see a data source symbol is available. So in the data window, data source symbol. So this is what a data source symbol. Here you can see a symbol. So this is basically called as data set. Data source is referred as data set in the Tableau. Same way you can see tables here. You can see tables. So all these tables, customer is a table, order is a table, product is a table. So all these tables, basically tables are called as data subset. Tables are called as data subset. Tables are referred as data subset. And you can see lot of columns were there with the ABC symbol, with the other symbols. Okay, so let me just drag one of this, and this is called as columns. Columns are basically referred as data element. Columns are basically referred as data elements. Okay, so this is something about the naming conventions in the data window. Let me just show you power again now here. You can see the data window. In the data window, this data source is referred as data set, and the other one tables are referred as data subset, and columns are referred as data elements. Data elements. So here if you can observe, these data elements means columns. As I said, again you can see 4 windows here in the data window. You can see dimension window, a measure window, sets window, parameters window. You can see all different types of windows are available here. Okay, data window, measure window, sets window, and parameters window. So here these columns, if you can see different columns, you can able to see. Few columns are with the symbol ABC, few are with the globe symbols, and few are with the date symbols, and few columns are with the date and time. Let me make it, yeah, other calendar with the clock symbol, and few are with the hash symbols. So here the data elements, nothing but columns, has been classified into 5 types. Again here it is classified into 5 types. So what are the first one is, okay, so 5 types. The first one is textual ABC dimension. Any column which is encoded with the ABC symbol, it is called as textual ABC. Okay, same way. Okay, any column which is represented with the globe symbol, is nothing but geographical dimension. Any column which is represented with the calendar symbol, you can see order date. Here country, a globe symbol is there. So that is what geographical dimension. A calendar symbol, you can see it here. So that is what called as date dimension. And you can see the other one, ship date. Ship date is date and time dimension. Textual ABC dimension, geographical dimension, date dimension, date and time dimension. Same way, finally we have a measure value. So you can see any column which is with the hash symbol and which is in the green color, so that is what a measure value. Measure means a value which can be summed up, like discount, or not order ID, order quantity, product based margin, profit, sales. All these comes under measure value. Shipping cost, unit price. So all these comes under a measure value, a value which can be summed up. So this is something about all the 5 data elements: textual ABC, geographical dimension, date dimension, date and time dimension. Finally, we have a measure value. Okay, so all these are, you can see, the naming conventions in the data window. Naming conventions in data window. Same way, in the work area. The work area. So what is work area? As I showed you, so this complete part is called as a work area. The second, the rectangle shaped box. So in the work area mainly we have 5 different shelves: a row shelf, column shelf, page shelf, filter shelf, and marks. In work area we have row shelf, column shelf, page shelf, and filter shelf. Row shelf, column shelf, page shelf, and filter shelf, and finally we have marks. Okay, so this is something in the work area. We have different shelves in the work area: row shelf, column shelf, page shelf, filter shelf. If you can see here, you can see row shelf and column shelves are used to create a report. Filter shelf is used to filter the data. Page shelf is to do for paging. And we also have finally okay, so I have, you can see marks. So in the marks you can see color, size, text, detail, and tooltip and automatic. This is what marks. Okay, we'll discuss one by one. And also here on top of, you can see an option called show me. Show me. And these 4 controls are called as workspace controls. These 4 controls, you can see the 4 controls are called as workspace controls. We have show me and we have workspace controls. Workspace controls. Okay, we have row shelf, column shelf, and page shelf, filter shelf. So finally marks and show me and workspace controls. So this is what called as show me, and this is called as workspace controls. Okay, row shelf, column shelf, page shelf, filter shelves, and finally marks. So now okay, let us just create a simple report. Okay, let us create a simple report. Okay, let us create a simple report. How to create a simple report? So let me drag a continent, a column, drag and drop into the rows shelf. Okay, if I select a column and if I drag and drop it into the rows shelf, you can see here in the row shelf it was there. So now same way, select a measure value, drag and drop in the columns, drag and drop in the columns. Now you can see automatically a report is created. You can see here continent wise sales, continent wise sales. Okay, so this is how we can create a report with the help of row shelf and column shelf. And also you have some basic options here. So this is what called as swap. Now basically it is a horizontal okay, a bar. It is a horizontal bar, but now if I swap it, it is converted to vertical. It is converted to the vertical bar. See, let me click on swap. Okay, swap means rows and columns will be interchanged or exchanged. And you have an option. I want to see the all values, in the ascending order. Based on the values ascending order, it has to get displayed. So just click on the sort. You can see ascending. If you want to make it descending, click it here. And if you want to see the values on top of the bars, I want to see all the values. So just click on the ABC symbol. Okay, you can see automatically all the values will be get displayed. All the values get displayed. All the values get displayed. Here you can see. So this is how you can manage all these things, like all the continents, and you can see the bars. So this is what swapping, sorting, assigning, designing, and show mark labels. So and also in the marks you have some options here. What is this? First one is automatic. If you click expand automatic, you can see a line. You can convert that chart into the line. Okay, or if you want it to bar, you can. And you can also see in the marks color, size, label, detail, and tooltip. So what is this color? Let us say if I drag continent and drop it in the color, if I drag continent and drop it in the color, you can see each and every continent was encoded with a color. See, Asia was in one color, North America was in color, South America is in color, Europe, Africa, each and every continent was encoded with a different color. Each and every continent was encoded. That is what coloring. If I drag continent and drop it in the size, you can see the width clearly. From Asia it was in one order. Based on this order you can see the value. Based on the value you can see the width. Width it is just in the different way. For the value is less, the width is less. As the value increases, the width is increased. Length indicates the sales. Width indicates the size. Based on the value only. It is based on the value only. It is just showing us the width. So and also this is what label we have. So what is this label? If I drag continent and drop it in the label, okay, you can see it is label. And finally tooltip. If I move this mouse, you can see a pop-up window. This is called as tooltip. Anywhere you just move it, you'll get the tooltip. Fine. So this is something about a basic naming conventions in the work area. Okay, we also have lot of naming conventions. Okay, that we'll be discussing in the next session. Okay, we'll be discussing that in the next session. So some more naming conventions. Now let us work with a technical topic called connections. Okay, so connections. So what is this connection? Connection is nothing but from desktop to the, I think I have. Yes. Okay. So what is this connection? Let us start working with a topic called working with connections. So working with connections means, so what is this? So establishing a relationship between Tableau desktop to data source. Establishing a relationship between Tableau desktop to the data source. So in the Tableau we have two types of connections. One is live connection, the other one was extract connection. In the Tableau we have two types of connections, live and extract connection, because Tableau is a business intelligence tool. From here we are just connecting to the data source and extracting the data and representing it. So now let us work with this one, how to establish a live connection. Connection. So in the Tableau desktop, in workspace control, click on data source symbol, select text file, browse and open it. Select live connection, click on go to worksheet, finally generate a report. We have 4 steps to connect to a data source and extract it and generate in the form of report. Now here, okay, let me just close this and I'll again show you step by step. So just go to the start, you can see Tableau 8.3. If you click here, so what is the first step? In workspace control. So where is workspace control? These 4 symbols are called as workspace controls. The workspace control, click on data source, the first step. So after that, the second step was, okay, select the text file, browse and open it. Why we need to select only a text file? Here you can see lot of files we have and lot of different databases we have. Okay, so in the today let us connect with the this text file, but going forward let us also connect to the databases, Excels, everything. Okay, now let us connect to Excels. So here in my Tableau folder I have two text files. Okay, data set 1 and data set 2. The data set 1, I have some data like this. Okay, I have some data in the notepad, data set 1, and I also have data set 2. Here also I have some data. I just want to connect to this data source from the Tableau desktop. Okay, from the Tableau desktop I need to connect to the data source and I need to generate a report. First step is in the workspace control, click on data source symbol. Now second step, what is that? Select text file, browse and open it. Select text file. This is what text file. Okay, browse and open it. So where is that? In the Tableau folder you have here data set 1. Select it. Okay, so click on text file, browse and open it. Now we have selected the data set 1 as the source. If you select data set 1, see whatever data is available in the notepad, it is clearly representing here. It is clearly representing here. And what was the third step? Select live connection and click on go to worksheet. Okay, select live connection and click on go to worksheet. Okay, so here you have by default it would be always a live connection. By default it would be always a live connection. So I have selected live. And now if I click on go to worksheet, see, it is done. Third step. Simple 3 steps. Workspace control, click on here, text file, select it and browse and open it. Then select live connection, click on go to worksheet. 3 steps. So fourth step is now generate a report. Generate a report. How to generate a report? I have a column called product. Drag that into the rows. And I have a sales, a measure. Just drag and drop it into the columns. If you want to display values, click on show mark labels or ABC symbol. You can see the values on top of the bars. So this is how you can establish a live connection. Okay, we can establish a live connection. Okay, this is how we'll be establishing a live connection. Okay, now the establishment of a live connection was successfully done. Now what we have to do, how to refresh a live connection. So let us say in the notepad I have added some records. Okay, let me go to the D drive, data set 1. Let me just add some data here. Okay, I have added 2 records. Now save the notepad and close the notepad. Now I have added some records in the data set 1. Okay, that data has to get reflected here. So that is what called as refreshing. Now the latest data has to get refreshed here in the okay, that latest data has to get refreshed in the Tableau desktop. It has to get refreshed in the Tableau desktop. So how to achieve this is simply select the data source, right click, you will find an option called a refresh. Select the data source, right click and click on refresh button. See, now the latest data you can able to see it here in the folder F and G. Select the data source, right click and click on refresh button so that you can see these two. Was this clear, guys?
Yeah, it was clear.
Refreshing and everything. So this is something about a live connection. Okay, so this is how we'll be establishing a live connection. Here each and every time it is hitting the database, extracting the data. Okay, so this is how we can do this live connection establishment. Same way, let us establish a relation between extract connection. So now the live connection was done, and let us see the extract connection. Okay, so here the same thing, however we have done same thing, but here an extra step would be added. So what is that is save TDE file .tde file. So if you click on connect extract connection, click on go to worksheet, it will ask us to save the TDE file, and you need to save the TDE file. So let us see how to establish a extract connection. So before that, let me explain you in detail what is this extract connection. And okay, so let us assume that, so this is what Tableau desktop, this is what something data source. Okay, so and I have a snapshot here. Let me write down one by one. So let us assume that this is what Tableau desktop. Okay, and this is what data source. Data source might be anything, guys. It might be a notepad, it might be Excel, it might be a database, it might be a Hadoop, anything. It is a data source. So, and this is what a snapshot. And this is what TDE, Tableau data engine. And this is what .tde. So .tde stands for Tableau data extract. Tableau data extract, and this is Tableau data engine. Okay, Tableau data engine. So what happens here is, for the first time, Tableau desktop will be connecting to the data source. Okay, so Tableau desktop will be connecting to the data source. So here what happens once if it is connected to the data source, automatically the entire data what is available here in the data source, a snapshot is created. A snapshot is created. Okay, so a snapshot is created. So automatically once if a snapshot is created, Tableau data engine, we have Tableau data engine, will be connecting to the snapshot, and it will extract the entire data and store in its own format called TDE, Tableau data extract. See, once if it is connected to the data source, automatically a snapshot is created with the help of TDE, Tableau data engine. Tableau data engine, it will be connecting to the snapshot and extracting the entire data and storing in its own format. Its own format is .tde. In the simple way, what we can tell is the entire data, it is storing in Tableau format here. From the second time onwards, Tableau desktop will hit directly this TDE file and will extract the data. Okay, so it hits the TDE file and it will extract the data. This is what happened in the extract connection. Was this clear, guys?
Snapshot. Yes. The text file or the table from where we are extracting data.
Yes, yes, we are using text file as of now. Going forward classes, we'll also connect to the Excel databases, everything. Correct. So this is what an extract connection. This is how the flow would be done. Now let us create a text, this extract connection. So what was the first step? In workspace control, click on data source symbol. So now let us just create another sheet. Here we have a plus symbol. If I click
Kiran here. Just one doubt. What are the scenarios when you use live connection and extract connection? What is the different scenarios?
That we'll discuss, Kiran. Once if the extract connection is clear, then you'll get a clarity. Okay.
Okay.
I'll tell you. We have some more things to be discussed one by one. Right. So now the first step is click on source workspace control, data source. Then click on text file. Then browse and select. So I just want to select data set 2 this time. Click on open. See, you have an option here, live and extract. Third step is select the extract connection. So if you select extract connection, you have automatically 2 options here. Extract will include all data, and you also have an edit option. Extract will include all data by default, and we also have an edit option. Now let us just click on go to worksheet. If I click on go to worksheets, see, automatically it is asking to save the TDE file. So Tableau data extract.td. Okay, so it is asking the entire data, where it is asking in which location I want to store this .td file. Let us save that in the desktop and see. If I click on save button, okay, automatically a TDE file will be created, and you can see, okay, so the TD, the symbol of extract connection, live connection symbol is this, extract connection symbol is this. Now you can drag a product ID, and you can also drag sales UK, and this is what extract connection now. And you can see the TDE file where it is located. So here you can see data set 2 something. Okay, this is what TDE file. This is what .tde file. So now, was this clear, guys? Now tell me, what is live and what is extract connection? What happened in the live connection and what happened in the extract connection? If you can observe, live connection means it is hitting the notepad and getting data done. But whereas extract connection means it is hitting the source, it is extracting the entire data and storing in Tableau format called .tde. Then from the TDE file, it is just getting data and displaying in the output. Was this clear, Kiran, now?
Yeah, it is clear, but I'm just wondering when it will be used. When
no, that is the next step. I'll tell you when it would be, when we go the live in the real time, when we go the extract. Let us discuss that. Okay, one by one. This is clear, right? Up to now, whatever I.
Yeah, but one more question. When you drag when you are taking the source from the file, how will it come to know which is the measure and which is the dimension?
I'll tell you. I'll explain you detailing that. Let me just complete these steps, then I'll explain you. I'll answer you. Okay. So how to refresh and extract connection now? Let us go with the extract connection. So how to refresh? So if I add something in the notepad, okay, data set 2. Let me add something data here. Okay, I have added 2 records in the data set 2. 2 records has been added and saved. And now, okay, I want to get the latest data done here. Okay, I want to get the latest data done. So how I will get the latest data? Select it, right click and click on refresh. So still it is not getting reflected here. Why? Because we should refresh the TDE file. Okay, I need to refresh the TDE file from notepad to TDE file. If the data was loaded, automatically from the TDE file to here it will get the data. So that was the reason it is not getting it here. So what you need to do is select the data source, right click, and you have an option called extract. So if I click on refresh in the extract, if I click on the refresh button in extract, okay, automatically the data whatever is updated in the notepad, from that to, okay, TDE file will be getting extracted. See, automatically you can see the latest 2 records is also available, W and something OP, what we have. So this is how you can refresh the extract connection. Right click, then the extract, only you will find the refresh. The extract you will find refresh, then you need to click on that extract refresh. Select data source, right click on extract button, click on refresh button. So this is how you will be refreshing it here. But the second thing is, in the extract connection, you also have an option called edit. You also have an option called edit option. So by default it will include all the data, and also we can edit option. So what is that edit option is, let me just click on the data source, double click on the data source. You would be back to the where the data is available, extract connection is available. So here you also have an option called edit. You also have an option called edit. Let us click on the edit. So here you can add it, and I want to filter something on the product ID. Click OK. So now let me just remove these 4 records, 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to exclude it. Select and click on exclude button. Select all the 4 records, click on exclude button and click on OK. Now if I click on go to worksheet, you can see 4 records has been get filtered here. So at which level it is get filtered? At the TDE level, not at the notepad level. Okay, because the entire data was extracted and stored in the TDE file. So this filter has been applied at the TDE level, Tableau data extract level, not at the source level. So I'll also tell you while working with the other stuff. So this is what data set 1 and data set 2. If I use data set 2, then this would be in the blue color. If I go to the sheet 1, you can see this is what in the blue color, because whatever data source I use, that would be in that color. Okay, so this is something about live connections and extract connections. And live connection refresh and extract connection refresh and we also discussed the option called edit option. So now coming to the other point, can we convert a live connection to extract connection? Live connection to extract connection. Can we convert a live connection to extract connection? Same way, extract connection to live connection. Extract connection to live connection. So answer is yes. We can convert a live connection to extract connection. How we can convert means, let me show you now one by one. So we can convert a live connection to the extract connection. So how means, let me just click on a new sheet here. You can see first one is a live connection, second one is a extract connection. By seeing symbols you can understand. So how to convert a live connection to extract means, while, and also you need to understand one more important point. If it is an extract connection, 100% a TDE file is mandatory. Automatically it would be, so extract connection means the data, whatever is in the source, that would be extracted and stored in the TDE file. Now if I try to convert a live connection to extract connection, obviously the entire data would be extracted and stored in the TDE file. So like this, the entire data would be extracted and stored in the TDE file. So how to convert a live to the extract connection means, select data source, right click, you will find an option called extract data. Select data source, right click, click on extract data, again click on extract button. See, automatically it is asking to save the TDE file. Click on desktop and save that data set 1. Okay, see, after doing that, automatically you can see live connection has been converted to the extract. By seeing the symbol you can understand, and also you can see a TDE file, data set 1 TDE file. You can see data set 1 TDE file is also available. So this is what something about live connection and extract connections. So this is how we can convert a live connection to the extract connection. Same way, let us convert an extract connection to the live connection. Okay, so let us convert extract connection to the live connection. Okay, let us convert an extract connection to the live connection. Okay, so now let us convert this data set to the live connection. So select this one, data source, right click, you will find an option called use extract. So uncheck this use extract, just uncheck this use extract. Select the data source, right click and uncheck the use extract. You want, again click on use extract. See, now let us see here. Let us do that. Converting an extract connection to the live connection in the sheet 2. And guys, how many records we have? 6 records are here. And if you can remember, we have filtered 4 records at the TDE level. Now, if I convert this to the live connection, what happens? The data would be populated from the notepad, not from the TDE. So how many records we'll get? Automatically we'll get all that 4 records as well as. See, if it is converted to the live connection, it is now getting data from the notepad. In the notepad I have lot of records. So all these populated. If I want to again convert second time to extract, just check this, use extract. Check this, use extract. If you uncheck this, yes, it is a live connection. If you again check this, use extract. Now it is extracting data from the TDE file. TDE file means we have already restricted at the TDE level. 4 records has been restricted. That was the reason you can see the filter. But if I convert that to the live, no. And also you need to understand one point. Only for the first time while converting, you need to click on extract data, then extract and stuff, because you should have an extract file. For that reason, it is important. For the second time onwards, it is not required. Like, let me just uncheck it. Okay, now it is live. If I want to make it again, click on use extract. Okay, so this is what live and extract connection. So yes, we can convert live to the extract connection. And there is a certification question. So what happens to TDE file? Happens to the .tde file. If an extract connection is converted to live, if an extract connection is converted into live. Okay, what happens to the TDE file, .tde file, if an extract connection is converted into live connection? Okay, so what happens, guys, to the TDE file if an extract connection is converted into live connection? Let us see. Okay, this is what an extract connection, right? If I uncheck this one, now it is live connection. So what happened to the TDE file? Is it remain same or it is removed? It is same. Okay, it remains same. It will not be removed. It remains same. Tableau don't have any intelligence to remove that. Okay, so the answer is it remains same, because what happens to the TDE file if an extract connection is converted to live means still the TDE file will remain same. Okay, so this process clear, guys? Now let us see the real time. Okay, so which connection we go? We go with the live connection or we go with the extract connection? If live, Y. If extract, Y. Live and extract, Y. So coming back to the live connection and extract connection, so in the real time, most of the projects would be live connection. Most of the projects. Why is a live connection means, we'll be handling with a huge amount of data. If it deals with high performance databases, huge amount of data, we always go with the live connection. So why can't we go with the extract connection means the data will be extracted from the source and will be stored in the TDE file, right? But there is a limitation to the TDE file. Limitation to the TDE file. To the TDE file is .tde file. The limitation is 4 GB. Okay, limitation of the .tde file is 4 GB. It cannot handle more than that. Again, it is a very big process, partitioning and stuff. Okay, so that was the reason if any customer deals with huge amount of data or high performance databases, we always go with the live connection. When we go with the extract connection, if the customer is having weekly analysis, if he is dealing with less amount of data, if we don't want prior data, every latest data if you want to analyze, then only we'll be going with the extract connection. Okay, So this is something about connections, guys. So was this clear, guys? Any questions you have? Now you can ask me related to connections topic. Then I'll answer you other questions as well. Kiran, was this clear? Now your first question was got clarified. Second question, I'll answer it.
Yeah.
Related to connections, it is clear, right?
Yes, Raj, it is clear. Raj, one more thing. In live connection, we can put filters, right? Like how you put it in abstract. In live also, we can put filters, right?
We cannot put like that, but we have other filters called data source level filters, and as well as we also have worksheet level filters. That is a different thing. But here you don't have any option to apply a filter at the data source level and the live connection. Here, why we can able to filter at the TD level means it is a separate data source, which is Tableau source. So now, Kiran, you asked me a question that how it can identify the data types. Okay, data types it can identify. If it is something unique IDs, keys, codes, all that columns, it will automatically take that as a textual ABC. Anything geographical, it will take as a globe, country, state. It will treat that as a globe. And date, you know already. Date and time means date and time. Measure value means if the data type is numeric, okay, by default it will take that as a measure. And we have a separate topic for that. We'll discuss detailedly on that. Okay, let me show you one more thing here. If you can see here, order ID is also a measure in the measure window. But order ID is not actually a measure value, but still it was in the measure. The reason behind this is, order ID data type was numeric. Okay, if the data type is numeric, automatically it would be in the measures. Okay, we'll be converting that into the dimensions. That is a different topic. Like if you can drag order ID and drop it here, see now a measure will be converted to the dimension.
Okay.
Okay, but that is a separate topic. We have conversion, dimensions to measures and measures to dimensions, data types, okay, default properties and all this stuff. That is a separate topic. Was this clear, guys?
Yes.
And everything, whatever I was delivering, the notes, everything would be sent to you. Everything I'll write in the notepad, topic to topic. And I think Raidu has already sent you the course content. Okay, so I'll be sending you the notes as well, and each and every topic with the screenshots wise we have material, so where I can send you the document as well. So, okay guys, then let me end up the session, and you can speak to Raidu regarding the next classes. Okay, so he'll update you the timings based on that. The next class, let us work with some more naming conventions in the work area, like adding a title, okay, caption, summary, panes, cells, different naming conventions in the work area. And let us start working with another new topic called working with measures. Okay, naming conventions, and we'll work with the working with measures. We can work with the 3 measures. Working with measures. Okay, so okay guys, I'm ending up the session. Okay, if you want to speak anything, you can speak with the Raidu, and he'll update you on timings and everything. Okay guys, have a nice day. Bye.